Breaking news.
What?
Yeah, breaking news.
Okay, breaking news. We had it. Breaking news.
When it breaks, we have it first.
Sactown Sports breaking news.
I'm getting a look. Oh, God.
The Sacramento Kings, according to Shams Charania, are trading Jonas Valanciunas to the Denver Nuggets for Dario Saric.
What?
What?
I feel like I just read a sentence that doesn't make any sense. And I had to do the click because I go, is that really Shams? Because people do the fake. That's real Shams.
What happened to the Lithuanian lumber?
Okay, first,
we have the meat.
This is fun to do on the air live because, like,
We have the meat.
you try to do.
Who says no? I don't know. More time for Maxime.
Not even like a pick or anything?
I don't know. Again, this is the very beginning of it, so let's see.
You said to the Nuggets?
That's what it reads.
Not even on their roster on ESPN. Did
He didn't hardly ever play.
Does only have 1 year left on his contract.
So did Jonas, right?
I think he had 2.
Okay, Dario Saric last year played in 16 games, 3.5 points, 3 boards. He's 30. Let me go to.
Can you do financials?
Yeah, that's where I'm going right now.
Because this has got to be leading.
Yeah,
to something else.
this is a precursor. Let's see, what are they precursing?
Because I'm precursing right now.
Okay, so 5.4 on an expiring for Saric. I think Jonas is around what 10?
Yeah.
With 2 years left.
With 2 years left. Okay, so they're cutting that in half almost, and they're getting off 10 milli for next year, and then hold on here.
Could that be Westbrook money?
Yeah, well, and I'm thinking, okay, if you add that 5, if they do the Monk thing, that's 6, that's 11 million. They're dropping going into next year. They're full mid-level, and they're getting off 2 years of Monk and 1 more year of Jonas. The assumption I'm assuming, by the way, we're still, I don't know if they're trying to do Trey Lyles either. That could be something. I guess the assumption is that they're going to go in with our guy Maxime Reynaud, and who's the other guy they just re-upped?
Isaac Jones.
Isaac Jones, thank you.
By the way, smaller deal because that one's regarding the Kings. Gary Harris has agreed to a 2-year deal with the Milwaukee Bucks.
What?
But yeah, this one, I mean, who saw Valanciunas getting dealt?
So I guess the updated Fox trade is now Levine, Dario Saric, Nick Clifford, 19 games of Jake LaRavia, and a first-round pick.
You just read that segment, last segment.
Yeah, like 10 minutes ago. And I guess technically like 30 games of Valanciunas.
All right.
So I guess they have about like $30 million to work with now, but it's not as simple as they can just sign a $30 million player. It's like 14 with the mid-level, 5 for a biannual, a trade exception, a bunch of other stuff.
They're obviously trying to create cash.
Yes.
They're trying to create money. Wow, this is funny, dude. ESPN's already got Dennis Schroeder in the Kings depth chart.
Yeah, but Malik Monk is there.
That's
too.
really strange. That's really strange.
I know we saw it a couple times last year when we played Sabonis and Valanciunas. Can you imagine them playing Valanciunas and Jokic?
Dude, that's just a lot of European beef. He's going from Euro beef to Euro beef.
We have the meat.
Now Denver gets beefy. Well, Cam Johnson.
The guy we wanted for so long that made sense for the Kings is here, and now he's gone.
How do we think Sabonis feels about that?
And 2 players, honestly, like when if you're kind of looking at the roster, you go, yeah, LaRavia is probably the kind of player you'd like to keep. Valanciunas is probably the kind of player you'd like to keep. Whereas like DeRozan, Levine, the glut at guards, interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting.
But it's phase 1, I guess. I don't know. Did not see that one coming.
I guess they have a power forward.
I'm trying to gather thoughts. Jonas Valanciunas first off. It was good while it lasted. Best Jonas Valanciunas memory. the Sacramento Kings era.
Calling him Chooney Tunes.
Chooney Tunes.
Picking whether or not he hit a 3 every time and
Oh, that goes away.
key.
I like the Vasuino Ansas.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Barkley nailed it.
Yeah. He's a good guy. Great beard.
Yeah,
Really good beard.
I feel like this is the kind of move. Speaking of Barkley, if when ESPN has that show next year,
I didn't realize there was more to this song. Sorry, go ahead.
and they did the who he play for, and Barkley never knows. I feel like they'll put Valanciunas in there because
He will have no
people
idea.
will forgot that he was gone to Denver.
I feel like Saric Kings is a better one.
Oh, that's true too.
Why does Saric to the Kings feel like Drew Gooden? One of
Good
those.
comp.
It's like one.
At least he has maybe the greatest Kings career, averaged a double-double.
Jonas?
No,
So,
Gooden. One game, one double-double.
Pretty good.
It is.
He wasn't the refrigerator.
Who do
Or
you
the
think-
Coke machine.
Who do you think has played for more teams? Is it Saric or Dennis Schroeder?
Schroeder,
I mean,
but I don't know the answer. That's my gut.
so can I just say I don't think they're doing this? I don't think they're doing this.
What? Oh, you got an idea?
No, it's not an idea. It's just it's a take.
Do you like it?
These certainly do all fit in with the direction I want to go in so
Okay.
far, but I don't.
Explain.
I don't think they're. You basically you're just like I don't care. We're getting rid of cash. We're getting rid. We do not care. We are getting rid. We are
Yeah.
clearing space.
Did they get older too? By the way, what's the age difference?
31 to something.
Saric is 31.
Yeah, and
That's the wine
Jonas
sauce.
is right around
Yeah.
29,
It might be a little older.
maybe 30. We'll save him for some.
He is 33.
Okay.
Oh, they got younger. They got younger.
Anyway,
I'm just going to do this for fun. I'm going to tweet out with by moving. I'm such a troll.
I'm not going to like this.
By moving Jonas for Saric, the Kings get
Noticeably younger.
noticeably younger. Thank you, Jason. Everyone's going to get so mad. Younger. Does this signal a youth movement?
And how does this affect LeBron's place?
And yeah, I love you. How does this affect AFF, right?
Sure.
Yeah. LeBron's, not LeBron. Dude, why would you autocorrect it to LeBron and Shirley? LeBron's legacy. Hashtag. Wait, I got it. Hashtag LeBron's legacy. Okay.
I don't get this tweet.
People are so bad.
All right, so what's your what are
Okay,
you cooking up over there?
so this is. I want to be clear. Headline: they're not doing this. They're not. What I'm saying is they're not doing.
Did your call earlier? Was it? Oh, am I spoiling it? Was it Valanciunas?
I can't.
Okay, sorry.
I can't say yay or nay on that.
Say bye to the guys.
So they're not trading Valanciunas?
I'm saying, if you wanted them to basically clear out, and you were just like, we really don't care about wins next year. Let's just.
This is a path.
They are going to be right now. They're like the platypuses of the NBA. It's just like, here's a duck bill, here's a beaver tail. Screw it.
Figure out what you are.
We don't care. Bring in Russ Westbrook. Great. Hey, Dennis Schroeder's from Germany. Wait a minute. Wasn't Russ? Why do I feel like Russ was born in Germany? Is that a thing? Right. I know he's from LA. Does he have?
I think so.
I don't. Why did that just pop into my head?
I don't know.
Okay, maybe for no reason whatsoever. Anyways, so you got.
He was born in Long Beach, California.
Okay,
just outside of
close. They're
Germany.
called Long Beach,
Yeah.
Stuttgart. Same.
Same spot.
Did he go to Germany once?
Maybe.
Okay,
I'm sure he did.
That's what it was.
I think
To get one of
What,
those,
platelet things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the Andrew Luck thing.
So
He
hey,
likes German chocolate cake.
let's go. If you follow along with like the Vivek's fantasy team, hey, Zach LaVine, we'll take him. We need some ones and twos. All right, Devin Carter, cool. Neat Clifford, no problem. What about the big French guy? Let's go full hero. All right, let's put him in there. Have him play the three. Keegan Murray, just Keegan Murray, get through it. That's the theme.
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm okay. He's not even awake. Let's just throw everybody together on this team. Will they win 20? Will they win 50? We don't know. But we're clearing money off the books. hey, Dame Lillard's available. Let's bring him home. I know that's coming.
Third point guard.
That's coming.
I also love the Nuggets dumping Michael Porter Jr. and saying, you know what we need? Some Vaseline on sauce.
Absolutely no sauce.
That and Cam Johnson, title contenders. There hasn't been a follow-up yet, so I think that's it for
That's the whole deal?
I think. I don't know.
I didn't even. How does Denver even take on the salary, I guess? That's
Well, because they
weird.
just dumped Porter Jr., so they're
that's what they're using it for?
yeah, they're a first apron team.
You know what the Kings are right now, dude? The Kings are your 73-year-old drunk uncle that, like, he's at the wedding. He just doesn't care. He's the guy. He's had a few too many pops. That joke was definitely more than questionable. You probably shouldn't have said that. Oh, why is half of his entire ass hanging out when he sits down and nobody cares? He's the one that's like walking by to get another drink and just casually farting the whole way, and he doesn't even know that's happening. Yeah, that's kind of what the Kings are right now.
Yeah. Can you do me a favor and put it in the trade machine? I want to see who they say won, more wins. It's got to be for Valanciunas.
Oh, let's guess.
I'm going to say Denver goes up 3.5 wins and the Kings lose.
2.
I'm going to say 6 wins.
Does the trade machine do half?
I was going to say,
I don't know.
I think that either the trade machine is going to be like, we don't care.
Need more data.
Or I'm going to say 2 and -1. 2
Okay.
for the Nuggets.
I'm going to go 3 and -6.
All right. Come on, John Hollinger, you son of a guy.
This trade would never happen. Wait, you don't let me do anything.
It rejects it. It's like, no, nobody.
Is this a trade?
Yeah.
Dario Saric. Are they not? Oh, I have to add another team. How about Sacramento? Okay, so Saric, blank.
That's the wine of sauce.
Valanciunas.
Yep.
Try this trade. This trade failed.
So maybe there's more.
They have
Joker. Did we get the Joker?
I'm not saying that's impossible. Hey, didn't that GM say the other day we don't want to get in a position
The
where we have
hint.
to, right? They probably haven't processed the whole all the Porter stuff and all that. It says the Nuggets are over the luxury tax threshold.
Boo.
Incoming salaries.
Just play with this trade machine.
You have to cut $4.4 million from the Nuggets incoming payroll, or they have to give up another 4.4. But
Just have somebody.
they just aren't. Yeah. Look, this could be a precursor to a Kuminga deal.
Oh,
There's a lot of
that's been
different.
quiet lately.
That's why I'm saying, like, look, we can have
We
fun
don't
with
know.
this, but we please don't mistake us saying it's too early to react because we don't see the full picture with we support everything. I
Right.
don't know. Right now I'm just laughing. Like next thing you know, it's gonna be like here, let me look. Let me come up with what the next breaking news will be. Adjust trade. It's gonna be like the Kings trade Isaiah Crawford and DeMar DeRozan for Terry Rozier and Duncan Robinson. You're like, oh, well,
Hey, Malik Beasley might be available.
he you know what? I bet on that. Can I tell you one thing before we go to break?
Yeah.
Honestly, when it comes,
We got
can I be honest?
before we break.
Oh, that's right. We're doing the thing. Well, then this bit kind of goes away, but
Oh.
I'll do it
You
anyways.
still tell me.
The one thing I keep thinking of through all this weirdness that is slowly setting in as a complete reality. It's that wine country has become the ultimate destination for racing.
Not ready for that.
Once again, and NASCAR is making their only trip to California for the Toyota Save Mart 350 at Sonoma Raceway, July 13th. Why don't we just look for caller number
2.
2?
What was Valanciunas' number?
It's up in Sacramento.
Yeah.
See ya. What was Chooney's number?
Chooney Tunes.
Chooney Tunes.
I
Well,
forgot.
you know what? Number 2 for JV.
There you go.
Yeah, which does not stand for junior.
Right.
Stands for just violence.
Mm.
No, right? Which is what his nickname was.
Yes.
1-800-920-1140. Caller number 2 to win a pair of tickets to the race. You gotta win this race.
I don't think it's entirely impossible to also have this belief for
Giannis.
for Scott Perry. It's like, you know what? Nick Clifford, Maxime Renault, that's my roster. Everything else isn't my roster. And if I'm going to take this job and if I'm going to succeed or if I'm going to fail,
Yeah.
give me my roster. You talked about it when you first got here, how quickly he turned over the Knicks. I thought Laravia would be a king. I was pretty certain Valanciunas would be a king. I understand why Laravia got away. That one, again, not blaming him nor the organization. Lakers offered more. He took it. Valanciunas I didn't see coming. Monk, I thought would be a king. Might be end up moving to Detroit in some deal. Maybe it's like, I'm going to just clean it all.
I think that's so far.
Why not let, if I fail, it's on my terms.
They're in a spot right now where it's just like, all right, well,
I may not do it all this offseason.
No, we keep saying, and it's a thing we should keep bringing up. I know I'm a broken record here, but he turned over the entire Knicks roster in the 3 seasons.
Yeah.
The entire Knicks roster. I mean, literally every single person from Carmelo Anthony to Fred McGee, all of them gone in under 3 seasons. So I'm fine with that. Now, there's going to be some ones that, like Valanciunas, where it's like, oh, come on. Like, I liked him, and I don't get this. But if that frees up money, hopefully, to where you're able to, like I said, maybe use some of this money, you go grab a youngster.
Yeah. What if and I don't know all the rules and the parameters, but what if you flipped Saric as part of the Detroit thing? And not Monk and held on to Monk. I mean, I don't know. There's lots of things here.
There are a lot of.
It just feels like this came out of nowhere, but there was a reason behind it, and we don't know the reason. And the fact that the trade failed, I think, also suggests that there might be more that's not reported yet. Might be. Not expecting anything grand, but you just never know.
Remember, Scott Perry was hired as GM under former team president for the next Steve Mills, following Phil Jackson's departure in 2017. Perry traded away all-star forwards Carmelo Anthony later that year, traded away Kristaps Porzingis in 2019. They signed Julius Randle. He picked R.J. Barrett, Mitchell Robinson, Emmanuel Quickley, Quentin Grimes, and Obi Toppin. There were a flurry of moves that came very, very very quickly. Now, there are some people that say, well, they're freeing up this money, they don't spend it. Well, we're gonna look, and we're gonna look to see if they spend it.
Yeah.
But it's incredibly early to judge. From the 916, people were upset that Monty McNair wasn't aggressive enough. Perry's not going to stand still and wait to evaluate players for seasons, good or bad. Moves are being made for long-term success, or at least no direction within the front office has been identified, and they're executing. That's from LB in Las Vegas. Maybe. I hope so. There's a plan.
Mm-hmm.
They're obviously not doing this just like, hey, spin the thing, spin the wheel.
Right.
Oh, it landed on Valanciunas. From the 916, this guy reading the Fox trade is killing me. That's Kyle. You can't ignore salary dump. It's the only guaranteed positive in the trade. It's like ignoring the Buddy Hield salary dump in the Sabonis trade. I suppose there's that. The problem is that you dumped salary, but you brought on one of the most immovable contracts in the NBA, and you took one of the biggest suckers off the board in the Kings. Kings are like one of the few teams, maybe a handful, that would have grabbed Zach LaVine.
Right.
Well, now the Kings can't trade Zach LaVine to the Kings. Who else out there who says no? Do the Kings attach a first-round pick to the Kings?
Yeah, we're going to have to pay it more.
God, that was just such a – look, I get it, and I get what the texter to my personal text line is saying, but that was a really bad trade made by an outgoing GM that was either empowered to make that deal.
I was going to say, yeah.
Or
made the deal.
I'm always going to go back to Monty's first press conference after all that.
That was comfortable.
It just looked like we should find that video at some point and just freeze frame when he was asked.
That's another example of chasing mistakes.
Yeah.
Have the press conference right away.
Yeah,
Boom, it's done. And I'm sure the thought there was, well, everyone's going to want to talk about what was that press conference even for?
Was that
for?
It was after. Wasn't it between Brown and before Fox, or was it after Fox? Because remember, they didn't have a press conference after the Brown thing.
So maybe it was Fox trade.
I think it was the Fox.
And so it's like, this is going to be everything. And it was somewhat about that, but then it went back to the Brown fight, and it was like, whoa. Yeah, because that was never addressed.
Because it was never addressed. That's the thing.
I don't think they were ready for that.
From the 916, Dave, too bad you're leaving. You're going to miss out. Free agency for the Kings is like a drinking game today. Yeah. Yeah, it was the press conference introducing Levine. Thank you, text line. No.
So another report on this: there is no additional terms in the trade between Sacramento and Denver. Sources say straight up swap of Valanciunas for Dario Saric. So
salary dump.
Yeah, freeing up money. I mean, does that help with the Schroeder thing? To not have Monk in it? Is it for a bigger project? Something's behind it.
You know what, Scott Perry? Here's the thing: we care. I don't know if we're influencers. We're certainly outfluencers. We're not overwhelmed. We're just whelmed. You know what Scott could do at least, how look, one job of a GM, of course, is, PR is part of the equation. I'd like to think we've got look at the numbers right now. Jesus, we got Jason, Jesus, look at the numbers right now up there. Holy crap. Is the entire city listening?
Wow.
Thank you.
Hi there.
One thing you can do to neutralize me in a heartbeat.
Neutralize you?
Neutralize me.
Okay.
Become I'm in lockstep.
Okay.
Whatever he does.
Wow.
I'm wearing Scott Perry shirts.
Okay.
With his face on it.
Wow. How does he get that to
We're
happen?
just looking up and to the left, all stoic.
Yeah.
They need a point guard.
Yeah.
Badly. Veteran point guard. Somebody maybe that's cheap.
I'm
1 year
gonna need
when
a
you're
minute.
two. Well, let me just reel it out for you. They need a vet point guard.
Okay.
You know what? Never hurts to improve defensively.
Oh, of course.
What if you could have a point guard that could guard multiple positions?
Multiple
positions.
Like 3 of them?
Somebody that's a free agent. Somebody that would be cheap.
This sounds like too good to be true.
What if you could have a backcourt consisting of point guards that were only former number 1 picks in the draft? That's on the table.
Oh, that sounds great.
Right? Where do I sign? Tell me more. I'm a Ben Hova's witness. I'm here to tell you.
Can I get a witness?
that Ben Simmons solves all the problems. Just bring him in. And I'll bet you, judging by the chat, I haven't even looked at it yet, I'll bet you they all agree with me.
We would be the best team from 2017.
You know what's funny? I just realized you could get the 2016, 2017, and 2018 number 1 overall pick right now. Add DeAndre Ayton, you're good.
Yes, Ayton, Simmons,
just
Fultz,
all of that.
Wiggins is available for trade. I mean,
he's not a number 1 pick, but you know who's available? Marvin Bagley.
Oh yeah,
number 2 pick.
You're James Wiseman.
Look at that.
That would get you to put that shirt on.
That's it. I'm ready to go.
I'll
get a little Scott Perry plushie. You pull the string on its butt, and he goes, Monday motivation. Just starts saying cool stuff.
Could the back of the shirt be a picture of me going?
How do you think the fan base would react if they traded Malik Monk to sign Ben Simmons?
Oh, dude, if they do that, that'll piss me off because they'll all blame me.
Okay.
They'll all blame me.
If you can't go on vacation. You got to be here for that.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm about to leave for 2 weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
If they sign Ben Simmons, I'm flying back, doing a show, and then flying back again. And I'm leaving the country.
Whoa, you're leaving.
I'm out of here.
Yeah.
You heard of, you know where I'm going? You ever heard of Isla Mujeres?
You made that up.
I'm going to a little 5-mile island in the middle of the Florida Caribbean. I don't even know where the hell. You have to drive golf carts around there. I'll fly back and do Ben Simmons hot takes and then leave again.
Ben Simmons, Russell Westbrook backcourt.
Let's go, dude. Dario Saric, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan. Let's just be the number 1 league pass team in the entire league. Let's just roll it out there. Hey, if you're going to be bad, be entertainingly bad. Everybody needs to have an injury issue, a mental issue, a physical issue, which I guess would be an injury issue, a shooting issue. I mean, like baskets. Not, yeah.
So honestly, if they save this $5 million on this Valanciunas trade,
do we get some?
No. And yes, do we?
Yes.
What if that keeps them Malik out of this whole conversation?
Great. If trading Jonas Valanciunas for Dario Saric puts the kibosh on that, then I'm happy.
Okay.
Then that's great. That's fine. I mean, look, I don't.
Maybe they couldn't get what they wanted from Denver. I mean, excuse me, from Detroit.
From Detroit, and you know the old adage,
Then you trade Valanciunas. That's the old adage.
Right. No, I was going to say you can't always get what you want.
Oh, but
when you try sometimes, you just might find
give what
you get you know what? You get a second opinion with my good friends at American Energy Heating and Air right now. 916-520-9990. No, I'm fake. It's not a real read. It's not a real read.
I was going to say.
I think I'd get arrested for that. By the way.
I think that was pretty good.
I think
That threw me off.
I don't want to commit any
Ben
crimes.
Simmons when we need him.
Was that better than the Raceway one, Jason?
Yes. Would we have the Ben Simmons show?
Dude, he'd have to do a free appearance every week.
You boot me out and just have Ben.
No.
The Carmichael Dave show with Ben Simmons.
Yeah.
I would we would just Alan would start at 10:30 on Thursdays.
On the window out there.
Let me in. I'd be like Ben he'd be on my lap, like pretend this Nicolas Cage pillow is Ben Simmons' face, and he'd just be on my lap and be like, Ben, how great does it feel to be in Sacramento? I know, I'm so happy. Because he's Australian, right? Yeah.
Was that Australian?
I'm so happy. It's so good. Thank you so much for your support.
That's just
all these
British.
years.
Yeah.
I don't. They're all.
Whoa.
You know what?
Why'd you throw Ben Simmons?
Because, and honestly, he didn't take the shot against Atlanta. That's the problem. I'm still mad at him for that.
But he's an improved jump shooter.
So we're clearing cap space for maybe something next year, right?
Maybe something in a couple years.
So if the Spurs don't re-sign De'Aaron Fox, maybe we bring him back?
You know what, dude? Honestly, this is a sports radio show. It's run by learned doctors, and then you do that crap. Hey, real quick before we go to break, let's simulate the lottery for next year. And according to Tankathon, the Kings are picking 9th. Mm-hmm.
I don't like.
Is it too early to start that? Oh, they're up to 8th.
So new Davion Mitchell.
We'll take a break. Are we going slightly crazy live on the air? Yes. Is it entertaining? It probably isn't. We apologize, but we're just trying to, guys, we're with you, man and woman. We're just trying to take all this in as it comes. We're trying to react with you guys. Jonas Valanciunas, no longer a Sacramento King. He is now a Nugget. Jonas Nugget Tunis. And Dario Saric, welcome to Sacramento. Don't get too comfortable at the Sawyer, because I got a feeling.
Light the beam once.
Yeah, one time. Yeah. Go to Fanny Ann's, have a lunch in Old Sac. Yeah. Take him for a tour. Get him a jersey, and then on your way.
A horse carriage ride.
When we come back. What's on deck? Brought to you by Trek.